Hi everybody, my name is Megan James. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my family and then we'll go into deeper stuff. The reason I'm doing this vlog is because of my family and the hardships and the triumphs my family took. This picture is my sister, my older sister. She's a couple years older than me and my brother. Me and my brother, fraternal twins. And there's my mom. This is practically the only picture, the professional picture that we took as a child. Together, anyway. The reason you don't see my arm is because this is me. Because I broke my collarbone. I was an active child. I was very I broke a bone almost every year. Got ran over by a horse and everything. We were close as kids when we lived in West Virginia. We were born in Akron, Ohio. We grew up most of our childhood in West Virginia, and then our teenage years we went back to Ohio. Right now I'm 30. 35. In a couple months I'll be turning 36. And my sister is, I think, 38. You know. I'll tell you about my brother in a little bit. We were close. Christmases and stuff like that. Great, close. My mom's still here with us. She's still alive. Which I thank God every day that she's still alive. But she does have emphysema, so she is, passing away. Here's us on Christmas. This is me, of course, with the poofy hair. That was my first perm. I didn't like it. See? That was the first perm. I didn't like it. This is my cousin Crystal. We were close. We were always close when we were growing up in West Virginia. This is at my aunt's house. There's my sister, and there's my brother, and there's me. And there's the Christmas tree. We had a wonderful day. The Christmas tree. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my brother. This is him. Unfortunately, a couple years ago, he did pass away. I'll get into that a little bit further. When we grew up in Akron, me and my family weren't so close. When I grew up in Akron, my sister got pregnant at an early age. 17. She had her son, who's now 21. My nephew, Eric. Well, his real name is Richard, but we call him Eric. This was a good picture of my brother. He was 3. I was also 3. Twins, getting it. I miss him every day. I pray to God that he's okay in heaven. I'll tell you a little bit more about that after we get okay. And in 1998, after I graduated high school and took off a year for school, from school, I went at the age of 20 to Job Corps, which was a wonderful experience because when I was in high school, I didn't really live up to the high school experience, with going to parties and stuff like that. I was working a full-time job, paying bills and stuff like that. So me and my mom can stay above water, you know, because we were kind of poor. In 1997, we went to Job Corps on the May of 1998. I was part of an SGA, which is student government. Part of my they were more happier times in Job Corps because I was actually making a difference. Actually felt like I was special, you know. And in May of 1998, me and several people from Job Corps who was on SGA, you know, I wasn't dating anybody then. I was actually broke up with my last boyfriend. So it was a time to reflect and stuff like that. And I wasn't looking for nothing. I wasn't looking for a permanent guy and stuff like that. But I was in Old Dominion Job Corps and the Pittsburgh Job Corps that my ex was, you know, we met. We were the only, he was in Pittsburgh Job Corps and he was in Pittsburgh Job Corps and I was in Virginia Job Corps. I got my CNA license there and stuff like that, and it's funny. I thought it was just gonna be a fling, but he changed my life. He really did. I mean, he's wonderful. You know, even we weren't. We had a long distance relationship for a while, for about 4 months after we met. And then he was the only one that went to my graduation Job Corps, you know, celebrated that with me. And that night he asked me to marry him, you know, after 3 months of dating and long distance. 3 months or 4 months dating long distance. But we were engaged for about a year and a half after that. And I came to his Job Corps. Here's me in Pittsburgh. I think I was about 21 and he was about 20. No, in this picture I was 21 in this picture. The first time he met my mom, you know, I was kind of nervous because he was a different race as me. I'm mixed. My dad either was full-blooded Indian or half. I never could get answers from my mom, you know. She didn't. I don't think she really knew. So I do consider me as a Native American Indian because that's what my dad was. I think it was Blackfoot. My mom had a little Cherokee in her, so, you know, that made up. So that was when I was 20. Of course, I'm fatter now and stuff like that. This is me and Daniel the first time Daniel met my mom, you know, and she had moved down back to West Virginia. So it was kind of hick town, you know, so of course there was prejudice and everything, you know, but we dealt with it. I mean, there was prejudice when I moved to West Virginia. When I moved to Pittsburgh. Couple were saying stuff like that, but we didn't care. We got married in 2000 and April 17th, 2000, you know. These two, David and Samuel, were to come out of, you know, the marriage. I mean, even though we're not together again, we got divorced in 2008 after 7 years of marriage, almost 8 years of marriage. We get divorced. I mean, I still love him and somewhat I think he still loves me, but at this point we're not good together, you know. But David is now 9, and Samuel is 7. You know, they're actually 18 months apart. You know, they look so much alike. Okay, and this is my other family. This is Sammy's, and David's aunties. You know, they're my sisters. You know, I included them in my family. In 2007, they were there when I lost my dad. And their moms were there, you know. Auntie Grace and Auntie Margaret call me all the time to check up on me. And I'm still close with them, you know. I wasn't that close with them when I was in the marriage, but we got closer as the years went by because sometimes they were all I had. The beginning of beginning of March 20th, 2010. My brother ended up having a heart attack. And March 20th was our birthday too, so it was kind of significant. He ended to survive. He ended up surviving. This is a couple months before he had his heart attack. He ended up surviving. Was doing really, really well. You know, following his diet, quit smoking, everything. And then in May of 2010, he went back in the hospital for pneumonia symptoms, and he ended up what I call coding on in the ICU unit, lack of oxygen and stuff like that. He survived, but he was significant brain damage. And it was 8 months of total devastation because we never knew he was there. And then he spent in the nursing home, then he was back and forth to the hospital and everything. And on January 18th, my mom got a call from Mercy Hospital and says, your son is dying. We need to see you right away. And we went up there on the 18th, and his legs were purple, and you know, he was what I call, because I've been in the medical field for God knows how many years. It was called modeling, where the blood clots and everything, and that's a sign of dying. My mom, my sister, this is him on January 18th. This is my sister and this is him. It was a devastating day. It was just devastating. And he ended up surviving this day, you know, and my mom decided that she couldn't see him like that, so she didn't want to go the next day. So I agreed to go the next day. And my sister did. And I agreed to go the next day, and about 10:30 on January 9th, I told my brother, because I always talked to him because I always thought he was there. I told my brother, I said, well, I'm going down for, to get something to eat. I'll be back. But I looked over and he was bleeding from the nose, and I knew what it was. He was taking so much blood pressure medicine, and his body wasn't even functioning at that point, and the blood had to go somewhere, so it went up the nose. He ended up dying. I called my mom, and we decided together. We ended up taking him off the blood pressure medicine, and he ended up dying like 10 minutes later. I was with him when he died, which was good because I was with him when he was born because we were twins. He died at age of 33. It's hard. I still remember that day so vividly. But I knew he went to the place that where he was. We went through a lot that year. We went through a lot. My son was sick, my younger son Samuel. And then when I ended up losing my job because I decided my family was more important than my job. Then when I was finally ready to go back to work and find a new job, I ended up getting sick myself. And I almost died again. The only time I ask God why is, why did he? Because I almost died a couple times. Why did he spare me and not my brother? But God always has his reasonings. And the one thing I did not give up was God. Okay guys, that's a little bit about my family. I'll vlog you guys later.